One company is quietly buying so much of Ethereum that they're about to own almost 5% of the entire supply. They've just bought another 9,946 ETH, taking their total to roughly 5.79 million Ethereum, worth now over 11 billion US dollars. Now, at first, that just sounds like another company buying crypto, but I actually think this could be one of the most bullish Ethereum stories we've seen in a while, and I'll explain why. The company is called Bitmine, and unlike other investors, they aren't just buying Ethereum to trade it next week or to try and make a quick profit. They're treating it like a long-term treasury asset. Think about what strategy has done with Bitcoin over the last few years. They made Bitcoin the center of their company, and Bitmine seems to be doing the same, very similar with Ethereum. Instead of holding huge amounts of cash on their balance sheet, they believe Ethereum will be a better long-term store of value and a key asset for the future of finance. But why is it actually bullish for Ethereum? Well, firstly, every Ethereum that Bitmine buys is Ethereum that becomes much less likely to be sold anytime soon. That's important because it reduces the amount of ETH that's freely available on the market. If demand keeps increasing while average supply keeps falling, that's genuinely a positive setup for price over the long term. Secondly, this is a huge vote of confidence from an institutional company. Before investing billions of pounds into something like Ethereum, companies go through months of research. They've got analysts, accountants, lawyers, and risk teams looking at every possible downside. So when a public company commits over $11 billion to Ethereum, it sends a strong message that they believe Ethereum has enormous long-term potential. Now, here's the part that I think is even more interesting. What happens if Bitmine isn't the only company to do this? We've already seen companies build Bitcoin treasuries. If Ethereum starts becoming the next corporate treasury asset, we could see businesses following exactly the same strategy. Imagine multiple public companies all competing to buy Ethereum over the next few years. That creates an entirely new source of demand on top of ETF inflows, retail investors, and institutions that are already buying. Another reason this is bullish is also Bitmine doesn't appear to be buying Ethereum for a quick flip. This is a long-term strategy that means millions of ETH could stay locked away for years rather than constantly being traded, which reduces selling pressure for the token. Clearly, the company believes the long-term opportunity is much bigger. For me, the biggest takeaway isn't just that one company is close to owning 5% of all Ethereum. It's that this could be start of a much bigger trend. If more companies begin treating Ethereum as a strategic treasury asset, like we've seen with Bitcoin, then today's news could end up looking like the beginning of something much larger. And that's why I think this is one of the most bullish Ethereum stories we've had in quite some time. If you did enjoy today's video, please leave a like and subscribe so you don't miss future videos, and I'll see you in the next one.